Phone switching commencing. Stand by.
Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna give you an update as I promised about my situation with my iPhone 7 Plus. As you know, just after I updated to iOS 10.02, my phone started to have all kinds of weird behaviors. So every 2 to 3 days, and this will depend on the time, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 2 or 3 days, sometimes it's less than that, all my videos will stop working, starting from YouTube and Netflix, and eventually, maybe after that happens, like an hour after that, even the videos from the camera roll that I took with my phone would not play. So you will even take a video recording with your phone or my phone, and then when I click play, it will be frozen in the first frame of the video. Now, as if that was not enough, later on I started to notice that when this happens, my alarms won't go off. And of course, at the beginning I didn't notice this because my alarms were set at certain times and certain days, so they didn't coincide with this bug. But I have been experiencing this long enough to confirm that also my alarms stopped ringing, and to make it even worse, on top of all that, the ringer when somebody calls me doesn't sound. So it's incredible. It's really a big problem. So what I did is, the first thing I did was I took the phone to the Apple store and they exchanged it. They gave me a new one. So no questions asked, they changed it, and I used that. I recovered from my backup, and shortly, maybe after a week, I started experiencing the problem again. I know it's a problem with the iOS 10.02 because me and my wife, we bought the phone at the same time, and with exactly the same phone, same model, same color, same everything. But the only difference is that I updated and she never updated from iOS 10. So, and her phone works perfectly, it has no issues. So looking at this, I thought, I tried almost everything. I reset my phone. I didn't recover my phone from a backup just to see, maybe I thought the backup was corrupted. That didn't work. I tried to recover from an older backup. That didn't work. I tried to set it up as a brand new phone. That didn't work. I tried really everything. The only thing that eliminates, or let's say alleviates the problem, is to turn off the phone and then start it over. That seems to refresh it and then gives you a few more days without the problem. But that's not really a solution. It really sucks that you had to reset that. Especially, I already woke up late a couple of times for work because the bug coincided with my alarms and I couldn't hear my alarms. Anyway, a big mess. So I contacted Apple. I went to this contact website that you see on the screen, and I contacted this 1-800 number, and I navigated through the system until I got a human person, somebody to talk to me, not just the computer. And that person was very nice, and he says that he's a senior technical support person, and he asked me to capture the logs of my phone, pressing a certain combination of buttons, and then upload it to Apple so the Apple engineers could take a look at it. So I did that. It took some time to do it. The file was pretty big, like 500 megabytes, and a few weeks went by, and the problem persisted. This person came back to me. They said that that it took time for the engineers to look at it, and so I waited like more weeks. Then a new iOS came out, a new update. I think it was 10.03 or something like that. So they asked me to update. I updated it, and they asked me to have logs again. So I sent logs again. I did this like 3 or 4 times, guys. I've been in communication directly with these Apple people like for 3 months now, and my phone the bottom line is still the same. And the last communication I had was a few days ago, and the guy at Apple told me that he haven't heard anything back from the engineers, which made me really mad. And I called this person directly. I talked to him on the phone several times, but last time I said, look, I cannot have a phone that is defective like this. And he said, I recommend you change it again. You go back to the Apple store and ask for another one. I know that's not going to solve the problem. So what I asked this person is to ask the engineers if there is a way for me to go back to the iOS 10 so I could roll back the update, and then hopefully that will solve my problem. Well, he said he will come back to me. I still haven't heard anything, and I really doubt that Apple is gonna give me a way to do that. So the only solution they have is that I need to go to the Apple Store once again and replace my phone. Hopefully it's a hardware defect, but I strongly doubt it. I'm 90% sure it's a software problem. And something really weird happened in one of these calls, because I talked to this guy about at least 10 times on the phone and like 20 emails. And one of these calls, he tried to help me to troubleshoot it. So it was very, very weird, because he asked me, well, does your videos are frozen now? And I called him when the bug was happening. So while I was talking to him on the phone, I went to my pictures and I tried to play a video, and the video played. So I said, hold on, wait a minute, just 2 seconds ago before I called you, they didn't play. So now that we are in a phone call, the videos are playing. So I asked him to let me hang up and check if that was going to happen or not. So I hung up the phone and the videos didn't play. So that has something to do with the so it's so weird. When I was in a phone call, the bug was gone, but when I was hanging up, or when I hung up, the bug returned. So it's something really it's a bug. It really seems like a software bug, and I don't see Apple being serious about trying to address this. I really feel like they have just made me talk to this guy that doesn't really know much about the iOS, just know the basics. He always keeps referring me to the engineers, but the engineers never really talk to him back with a solution, you know what I mean? And I have the strong impression that he's just stalling me until there is a new update, to then say, okay, try loading that update and see if that solved it. So it really sucks. I know many of you, if you're watching this video, probably you are experiencing the same thing. If you do, it's really sucks. Maybe you can share your experience here in the comments. But what I feel that the only way for us to really make Apple address this is to call them directly, to spend some time and call them directly and explain what you are experiencing, and also tell them that many people like me are experiencing the same problem. I remember at some point I thought they didn't believe me, because one of these phone calls, the guy from Apple asked me to make a video of the problem. So I said, why? You don't trust me? You don't believe me that I'm telling you the truth? So he didn't know what to say at that point, but I did the video and I proved it to him that it was happening. So anyway, guys, I strongly suggest that if you are unfortunate like me and are experiencing this problem, to please call this 1-800 number and put some time aside and explain the situation, calmly, and just follow the steps and let them know that other people are going through the same problem, and hopefully we will find a situation somehow. I really thought about even changing to abandoning Apple and next time get an Android phone because of this problem. It's not just the videos, it's the phone calls and the alarms. So it's a pretty big deal. Well, guys, thank you for listening to me, and I hopefully we will find a solution soon. And if you do find a solution, please don't forget to write it down here, and thank you for watching.